All right, welcome back. It's Jason Wilcox. Now I'm here with RedBeard himself, the facilitator of the show, the Glass Gathering. This is what, the 6th year?
7th year, actually. 7th. Yeah.
7 years.
Well, we might have lost count in the beginning years, but no, we're pretty sure it's 7. Yeah, a few years ago we actually tried to add them up, and this is what we came up with. So we're going with 7.
Awesome turnout. I mean, this is my first year for myself and in our crew. We wanted to definitely cover it, and wow, lots going on. A lot of glass blowers, clearly, and a lot that we have to cover. And what a peaceful crowd, man. I'm just loving the silence.
Yeah, thanks, man. Not quite silent. We've got some music here, live music this year, but it is a peaceful crowd. It's really a grassroots event. Everyone here is really chill. Look, we've got $20,000 worth of glass just here for everyone to view, with no security, just kind of, honor system. We also have no money being accepted at the gate. Everyone's welcomed in to find their place to stay. They need a pass to leave the property.
I like that. I like that.
Really, we're on an honor system, and so they're it's up to you to find your ticket, and here I am to do that. And yeah, it's kind of been great. Everyone's been really wonderful. It's a different type of a vibe. It's a different type of a party.
Just wanted to show this really cool ticket because it actually has my picture, and I had to sign, and I put grower Jason Wilcox.
There you go. Yeah, it's also our liability waiver so that the owner of the property can't get sued, and you can't get sued. And this also, it's a joint liability waiver.
Awesome. There you go. We got to figure more of those out for the coalition things, because I'm just dealt with Fortune Sound for the concert. So well, July 20th.
Speak to my attorney, who's also my chef. He's down at the kitchen. Check out the organic food we've got down the hill. You should bring that subject up. He's very interesting to talk to.
Excellent.
Yeah, food this year is all organic and local, as is the glass. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming on the show, Red. We'll probably catch up with you later at another tent or whatever. But
definitely, yeah. Come check out the action tonight. We got another band happening tonight, and we've got 37 at last count torches set up. I think there's at least 3 more people coming, so we'll be up over 40 for sure. So we'll get some action shots tonight. Maybe I'll take you for a little tour.
Definitely, I appreciate it, brother. Thanks again.
Cool. Yeah, man.
Peace. Good show.
Thanks. Keep growing.
All right. Peace. We'll see you in the next segue. All right, welcome back. Okay, I'm sitting here now with Chris with Kahuna Glass. Wow, Chris hooked me up with a shirt. We're going to be checking that out a little bit later, and I'll definitely promote it in future videos. Now, Chris, tell me a bit about what you're doing here at the Great Glass Gathering.
Just hanging out with everybody. Hopefully, I've been teaching couple people to do little mushroom pendants and stuff like that, but I'll probably make another little scallion, kind of alien fish-like pieces. I also make a lot of sharks, turtles, and things like that. I learned how to do that in Hawaii, so yeah, I'll be doing some sharks and turtles and stuff like that today for sure.
Right on. Like, I don't know a lot about glass, so do you do the big fancy 3-chamber things in that?
Not so much like that. I do mostly sculpting, not so much technical work, and perks and stuff like that. I do a little bit of interesting things like that, like this piece right here has a turbine perk. It's kind of tilted to one side, so it makes a whirlpool inside the chamber. But yeah, mostly sculpture work is what I do.
That is really amazing work, and yeah, we'll definitely see if we can get some footage of you when you got your torch going a little bit later. But Chris, thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks, man.
And we'll catch you next time. Yeah. Is there any last shout out? Your website?
KahunaGlassArt.com.
Okay.
Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff too.
Sweet. Right on, brother. Thanks again. Enjoy the rest of the show here. Thanks, we'll see you in the next segue. Cheers. All right, welcome back. We're here at the Great Glass Gathering, and as you can see, there is all kinds of glass hanging. So I'm standing here with Big Jeff himself, kicking it here live. Big Jeff from Saskatchewan runs the Saskatchewan Cup every single year. Jeff, tell me about what's happening this year. What's going on?
So it's our 4th annual Prairie Medicinal Harvest Cup. So it's last weekend in September this year. We're trying to brand it on the first weekend in October, but we couldn't get those dates for our event center this year, so we compromised and pushed it back. It's supposed to be October, first weekend in October every year. It's going to be for our 5th year, so just for people to keep that in mind. But this year's dates are September 26th, 27th, 28th in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. And so tickets are available online. SasberryCup.ca is our website, so you can buy tickets online or at my retail shop in Saskatoon. And those are the only places doing tickets this year. Or if you have any questions or want to enter or get a booth space and come be part of the trade show, you can email us at sasberrycup@gmail.com. So As far as stuff that's happening at the event, everything. Glass blowing demonstrations, hash and sifting demonstrations. We're doing giveaways, 50-50 draws. There's a dab bar. There's award ceremonies. There's judging. There's a vape lounge. There's 30-foot vapor bag. There's something that we do at our cup that's different than any other event I've ever been to. All your non-alcoholic beverages are covered in your ticket price. So if you are thirsty and got the pasties, you just go to the bar and get a pop or a juice or a water or a coffee. It's all paid for in your ticket price.
That's awesome. I think there's a good possibility I'm going to try and make it down this year. I know I didn't get a chance to make it last year, but I think I'm going to get a chance to be there this year and potentially bring it to our viewers. Where can they find, you mentioned the website. Is there another website you want to give a shout out to? You own your own store.
Yeah, if you wanted to hit us up, and we're specifically in Saskatoon or area, you can check out skunkfunk.ca. So Skunk Funk's my head shop in Saskatoon, so that's our hub for all of this stuff, and so our Sasbury Cup, and you can reach us at all of those.
Awesome. So just in closing, now this, I don't know how many years you've come to the Glass Gathering, but this is my first.
5th year.
Your 5th year. Well, this is my first because I've been able to come up and show my support to RedBeard. I really want to do. He's been such a strong supporter of the coalition. I thought, hey, let's go up and support RedBeard and cover his event. So tell me a bit about what's different from this year from 5 years ago.
Oh, wow, what's different? There's like probably triple the people here. You know, and then the live bands. There was no live bands. Like, that's unbelievable to see live music. What else is going on? A whole new kitchen down there, so they're serving up different organic foods. So that's a big part of this year.
I got into the infused cookies. They're messing with my. I'm a little wobbly.
There's a ton of edibles. There's a ton of sponsors. Skunk Funk sponsored all the oxygen. So all the glass blowers are blowing on my dime this weekend. So we did that. We're all part of this community, and it just means so much for us to give back and be part of it and be able to come out to these events. So
I love it, brother, every time when we come across paths, because it goes to show from East Coast to West Coast and down in the center that this culture exists and that we're not going anywhere, and we love to come together like this. And what a peaceful place to have this, eh?
Oh, it's amazing, and that's a big up to Mike Milner. That's whose property this is. And Mike's a personal friend of mine. He's been hosting this party now for like 7 years. Like, for him to step up and give his property up for all these people to hang out and camp and eat and get wasted and smoke themselves silly. What an amazing community we have, and what a beautiful place. If you guys got some scenery shots around this bitch. So wake up every morning in the mountains. It's a pretty special thing when you're from the prairies. A little bit flat there.
Absolutely. I had a great drive up here for sure, and we're definitely going to be bringing some still shots. So yeah, thanks a lot again for coming on the show, Jeff, and we hope to see you at the Cup.
Right on, brother. It's going to be a party.
Yeah, September 7th is my birthday, so I very much could be there. All right, peace. Looks like the old man's getting on. All right, welcome back. Here we are now. It is the evening. We're kicking it here at the Canadian Glass Gathering, and again, great Canadian. Thank you, Opus. Great Canadian Glass Gathering. Now, last time Opus and I were together was in Toronto at the Champs event. Opus, you're all the way out here on the West Coast. You're home, brother. Much love. Good to have you back on the West Coast. Culture. This is a 7th event, as you said. Tell us a bit about it, and yeah, and a little bit about what you're doing here. It's a long ways to go.
Well, yeah, we came out. Tracy and I came out with Pod TV and Vapor Central. The good ones are here. Dana Larson, was good enough to put up some boys here from, billet some of us guys for coming out. I'm so confused. East Coast, West Coast. It seems like we're just everywhere. We've been in Jamaica. I've been down in Costa Rica representing. I've talked to people down there unintentionally. Now Vancouver, back here. Where am I from? Vancouver or Toronto? I don't even know anymore, you know what I mean? Like, that's how it is. The Champs Expo, you mentioned that. I was in Montreal. I was hanging out with our good friend John Vargado, so he spent some time touring me around Montreal, and I got to meet some great people there doing good work, again, in this cannabis industry. I'm disappointed to see the green rush and the money and that's going on. It's how we've been at this for decades. Your coalition exists just to help sick people like myself and others, ill and suffering Canadians, continue to be able to grow and access medicine like this. It's so important and easy that anybody can grow, and instead of this ridiculous green rush, as they're calling it, where you have security commissions warning people about penny stocks. You know, it's either all of a sudden they're looking at marijuana as this big cash crop, and it's like, wait a minute, guys. The only reason it was ever a cash crop was because you prohibited it. It was prohibited. The same way guns are still a cash crop because they're prohibited, or at least, you know, to some people, so that makes them valuable. It says, when anyone can have the shit, it's no longer valuable. So, like, nobody really needs it. If it's not valuable, like, why am I carrying this extra weight around? Guns are heavy, it's steel, you know. So like growing pot anyways, back to something else. Am I fucking high?
We are very fucking high, very medicated. I mean, this is the culture, brother. I mean, the peaceful culture up here in the mountains. I haven't been up in the mountains for a while, but I mean...
We're smoking weed. We're out in the mountains. We're sharing love. You know, this great plan of ours that brings us all together.
And hats off to RedBeard Glass for throwing down another great party.
Live music.
Guys pulling molten glass out of a crucible. Live shows.
Live doobies.
Live doobies. Yeah, this doesn't get any better than this.
All right, Opus. Well, thanks again for coming on the show as always, brother. We are going to see you again on the East Coast, of course, or on the West Coast because if we're
coast to coast.
Coast to coast. Thanks for coming on the show again, Opus, and we'll see you on the East Coast.
Yeah, man.
Cheers. Peace out.